Or
live. Yeah, we are live. We're on.
I'm not live yet. This joint ain't going. I'm live now.
He's alive.
I'm living now, guys. Ask me a question.
He's got that chicken. He's got that.
Man.
Have you shared my cup here, Bob?
It's your favourite cup.
I know, that's why I had it behind that back.
You know why it's green, right? Green stripes.
Oh, what? So, what are we going to start talking about?
Quintet.
Quintet?
Females.
Oh, shit, aye, fuck. 10th Planet just won it.
Murdered it, man.
That was cool, man.
Liz Carmouche is a fucking beast.
Aye. They had Grace in it was in it as
Grace
well.
had one of the sickest matches. Obviously, Elvira just murked everybody. Rear naked chokes, heel hooks, and there's one more submission. But anyway, she was the highlight for sure. Grace had that highlight match, and overall, come on, the Japanese women were not ready for not on this round. It's just like Quintet Part 1. They weren't ready for the heat. You know what I mean? So now they're gonna have to start drawing in people that ain't even part of their team. Alpha Male had freaking Uriah Faber on it. Let's get real.
That's right. And Gordon Ryan got an invitation.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say it. I meant that Gordon Ryan was on Alpha Male.
That's right.
Right. So it's like, you know, I thought Quintet was like an actual team thing, but I guess people are just
whoever the best
beat 10th Planet. 10th Planet is pretty much the only real team.
I like a part of the guys.
Yeah, like a sub-only type. No,
because Danaher's boys haven't put in a team yet, have they?
Yeah, they got the Danaher Death Squad.
There was one team that was fucking. It was Gio when he ended up subbing some big fucking giant guy.
I seen that. That was when.
That was
that was on the same one where Boogie submitted Sakuraba.
Right.
He hit the guillotine. Aye, he hit the guillotine on some giant.
Yeah.
Fucking the giant guy was wiping everybody, and he caught him with a big fucking guillotine.
That's what happens when the little bro comes in, man. You gotta clean up big bro shit. 24/7. We all know what time it is. Shout out to Ryan Fields.
Shit, Ryan's definitely watching, man.
ZZYZX at Instagram.
Ryan's definitely watching, man. He's some guy.
Yeah, man, he's gas.
Shout out to Ziggy, man. Shout
out to Ziggy. That's what's up. Yeah, man, he definitely is on top of his game too, man. He's on it. He's on it. He ain't got nothing else to do.
It's like
click away.
They seem to be busy,
yeah.
That's quality. It's good to see.
Well.
The heat, once the sun comes out, man, it's, the grapplers come out.
It gets hot in there in the summer, man, eh? Gets real hot in there in the summer.
Yeah, we don't run AC, man.
Aye.
Fuck that.
That's it.
It's kind of like you guys don't run heaters.
Man,
the first time I came out to fucking UK, I had a seminar at Braulio Estima's gym.
Yeah.
It's like negative 14 degrees or some shit like that. The very first time he had got his...
Birmingham?
Yeah, in Birmingham. He had just got his facility, a humongous facility, right? Yeah. But he literally had just got it. So there was no heaters, it was just mats. But I think there was about 40, 50 guys showed up, but it was fucking freezing cold, dude. It was
it's
crazy.
nothing worse than that. I remember going to a seminar doing in Grimsby. It was frozen. I remember Simon Cox. he would have like the tights on. You know what I mean? Like the full tights, the shorts, the long sleeves. So he was kind of warmish. I would always just bring like shorts and t-shirt.
We weren't on that spec game.
Absolutely frozen. Him just jogging on the spot, trying to warm up.
That's how you probably started wearing the fucking
the spats. Just to fucking stay warm.
You started wearing the spats real early. You've always embraced the spats, man.
I've never wore training at a higher level. I never ever wear a pair of shorts.
It's just spats all the time.
Spats.
It's weird though when you're sparring somebody with spats on.
He embraces them.
Shin kicking you with the spats.
I turned up to a fight in a pair of spats.
Yeah. That's right.
It was the Aoki
Get him, Telly, mate.
It was the
Aoki fucking bright rainbow ones.
Fucking get him, Telly, mate. He's fucking. He's got a pair of cycling slut shorts on.
Where's Calum? Calum.
The boy in the crowd, he's shouting. All he's got is a pair of. He's got a pair of.
All he's got is a triangle and a pair of cycling shorts.
That's what he
and then did you know no, you had him in the triangle for the full fight.
I had him in like 2 triangles, an armbar.
He was decent, man.
He was decent.
Do you know who he fought actually?
He went pro actually, I'm sure.
Do you know who he fought?
Who?
Hardwick.
Hardwick.
He fought Hardwick. Hardwick beat him, I'm sure.
Right.
Aye. Oh, it was either he beat Hardwick or Hardwick beat. I can't remember. Aye, that's right, man. Aye. Fuck.
I'm sure he had a few pro fights.
He popped up on my Facebook the other day. I was checking. I was seeing
He
like.
was a good. That was a good laugh, didn't you?
Aye, that was funny, man. That was the weekend.
I didn't realise. I thought you could just fight, and I'd seen people fighting in like the spats.
It freaked him right out. Why is he wearing the cycling shorts?
But I didn't confirm it with. I didn't confirm it with any of the officials or nothing. I just fucking turned up at the cage side with a pair of these fucking yellow, red, green, orange spats, and I'm like
a young Hulk Hogan, man.
And the referee just kind of like says to me, "Where's your shorts?"
Who wrote your hands off? They didn't even say nothing.
Like, he says, "I need to ask your opponent, like, if you can fight."
He was thinking about saying no to it, wasn't he?
Saying no. He actually come back and he was like, there was a bit of talking back and forward. And
what's
like,
going on here?
I'm gonna now have to go back behind the, after like walking out and just disrupt you.
He was one of Fisher's boys, I'm sure, at the time. Andrew Fisher was in his corner at the time. That's right.
He was a good guy for the North East.
Aye.
But I like the spat. I still do like the spats.
I like them when it's cold.
Well, that's why I
like cotton based ones, but if you get that like neoprene, that real slippery one, it'll work against you.
For some reason, I don't ever wear rash guards. I don't ever wear a rash guard. It's all just t-shirt. I just like t-shirt and spats.
Yeah.
I never ever wear rash guards. You never see me wear a rash guard these days.
It's one of those things you got to get used to.
I like rash guards for competition. I wear my rash guard for competition.
I never use it. I always a t-shirt.
And I like tight shorts for it. You know what I mean? If I feel like just I want anything baggy, I've always preferred like the Anderson Silva ones. I always remember like the first time that I ever asked for a pair. It was when Rich Carlin had the shop in Stirling. Remember the old shop in the corner? And I went in and I was like, can I get a pair of these kind of ones? And I showed him like a picture. It was like fucking Anderson Silva or some shit. And he's like, what the fuck you want them for? He's like, you're going to need some good legs if you're going to wear them. And I was just like, for me, like it was because I'd seen Anderson Silva wearing them.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm going to get these fucking shorts. Do you know what I mean? He was my favourite fighter, so I was like, fuck it. Ended up getting them, but then look how popular they're now. Everybody's wearing them. At the time, people only wore the board shorts in MMA.
Right.
You had board shorts, tap out board shorts. That was when tap out was fucking
huge.
number one. People that are getting into MMA now won't even know about tap out probably.
Yeah.
They'll be like, what the fuck?
The fuck is that?
What the fuck's tap out? Is that no sports soccer? You get that. Like,
what the fuck's the sponsor?
Exactly.
You fight for the UFC. Or the Polish with the pit bull. Every single you just know a Polish fighter when he walks into your gym because they've got pit bull sports.
Alright.
Pit bull fight wear.
It must be huge over there, man.
It's massive. I said to like, the Polish guys in the class, like,
comes with a free bag of steroids.
I said to Camille, I says, why do all yous wear every single pole? I says, where's that fucking pit bull? He's like, yes, because it he goes like scramble over here, or a big sort of jiu-jitsu tatami. He says tatami. That's what he says. It's like tatami here that everyone wears that tatami gi or tatami rash guards and stuff. Whereas in Poland, it's basically
it's scrambled here though. Scramble's big in Poland because I remember I bought that leg lock t-shirt from Scramble. I wore it for the last time with me won Naga, and it says like Lego sign, but it's like leg lock. It says.
Right.
I got that years ago, man. It's got blood all over it and shit. I've had it for that many years, but fucking. I bought that and it got ordered and sent to Poland when I got that. Aye, so Scramble's bigger in Poland. I
think sometimes when if I don't compete in the rash guards, because sometimes you don't feel like you can't get as good a grip on someone. Sometimes you see if I've got a t-shirt on someone, like I just feel that
your
I've
skin
got a
friction.
grip and stuff.
T-shirt for like back control and stuff, but like for pure neck, I don't think it makes a difference whether it's my wrist here or a wrist with a sleeve.
The only thing you got to watch out is it bunching up or something. You know what I mean? If this material starts coming up, then that's going to be a problem.
No, there's a difference like between a bare arm sliding under your chin than if there's a sweaty rash guard. It can go under quicker. So it depends how you use it, because I think it could be a disadvantage, but also it could be an advantage if you can use it
for sure.
The right way.
For sure.
Man, it's grim. It's grim when you're fucking needing a rash guard to win a match, though. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that rash guard isn't the reason that I fucking can't beat a guy. Don't get me wrong, I'll use it as an excuse if I lose. It's that like fucking rash guard.
Yep. It's like coming out with gi pants on, man. That shit and ankle sleeves. Gi pants and ankle sleeves will put you 80% higher than your fucking opponent. At least 40% higher advantage than your opponent if you come
a bit of difference.
Just friction, especially
if you're a bottom guy, you know what I mean?
Exactly, they're not going to be able to slice through your guard as easy. 100%. Like, see if See if it's spats on spats and they're both dry, it's proper slidey. They can like, even if you've got a good lock in the leg, they've still just managed to.
Man,
like,
I've had double arm bars.
I've
I've had high dead orchards with fucking rash guards on, dude. I mean, spats on. I had those bad boy blue spats. I was in a tournament, and I got a dude up in a nice, beautiful high double arm bar, like a dead orchard style, and dude just kind of. You know what I mean? You know how they, they pull out.
That's what I mean.
And then my brother's like, "You motherfucker! I told you not to wear the
rash
fucking
guard."
spats because I had a fucking choice. I came out with spats and fucking shorts on, and the ref's like, "You can't wear both. You know, it's gotta be one or the other." And I'm like,
and knew that standard that you want to wear both.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do the spats this time. You know, my brother's like, "You motherfucker!" Hey, look at you. You know,
he's at the side.
Oh man, he went off, dog. One of my biggest fans has got to be my brother.
Oh fuck yeah,
for sure. Might be my only fan, but he's definitely my biggest fan. And critic.
He does love it though. He'll tell you to your face like, "No, you're fucking,
you fucked up.
You fucked up." But then he'll tell everybody else he's the fucking best guy ever. Like he's fucking, he'll beat fucking everybody.
He'll beat everybody. Fucking idiot. The best is when he starts telling me what I should have did.
do you know who's a bit like that with me with fucking believing in me? It's fucking Gaz. Like Gaz with the jiu-jitsu stuff. See, before I'm about to go out and compete or that, man, he always like fucking hangs me up. He'll come up and he'll be like, "Fucking bro, you've already got this." You know what I mean? You've fucking already got this. He'll say, and I'm like, "Fucking hell, maybe I have got this."
He'll convince you.
Even the ones where like I've told people like, "Nah, this is like probably 50-50. This is like, I think that last tournament I done, like Gary knew, like he's like, "You've won this, man. 100% won this." Like he just the whole way just saying that to me, and I had like in my head I was like, these are both 50-50 matches probably. Right. You know, I'm gonna and my knee's fucked. My knee's gonna pop at any time. So in my head I'm thinking, fuck. I'll be lucky to get through this first match. I think my fucking knee's going to tear, to be honest. But Gaz is like, even with a fucked knee, bro, you've still fucked. I've done fucking 3 training sessions, 3 in the whole camp, 3 rolls in the whole camp, man, because my knee was completely fucked. I had to just stay out and coach, you know, and just watch for the sides, which is brutal. But I was like, nah, fuck it. 3 times I got to roll with like good guys in preparation for that tournament, and I went in. The first one lasted 8.5 minutes, the second one lasted 10 minutes, but still, I didn't feel tired. I done them both, no problem. I didn't feel tired. I didn't really get tired with jiu-jitsu. I'm just having fun, right? No pressure, just playing. You know what I mean? Have that shit, man.
It's good.
Aye.
Sometimes you can surprise yourself though. Like, see if you come back you come back after an injury or something, you've not been there in like fucking 8 weeks or something. You're like, I'm going to go to the gym here for sparring. You're dreading it. I'm going to get my shit. But actually, you're like, you're actually so glad to be back. So that you're moving well, and you
your mind's been planning for it.
And then you come out of the gym as well, you're like buzzing because you've actually you're
healed up a little bit.
You're good. You're healed up. You're back to it. And,
I still am, but I DJ a lot. Like a lot of DJ. I scratch. I'm a scratch DJ. So that's what it. And like I'm that type of dude that like. I'll do something, and even with my jiu-jitsu, say I take a seminar with somebody, like I'll fucking shitty bomb suck, you know. Nathan Orchard's over here showing some badass shit. I can't even fucking do it with my boy Jared. Jared's a fucking black. Shout outs to Jared Carlston. Yeah, we're both black belts, and we can't figure out the shit. But it's just one of those things, man. Like I'll come back the next day, and I've already mastered it.
Aye.
You know what I'm saying?
Because your mind's went away, unlocked it, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I definitely. Do you know what? There was a guy that beat me twice in my amateur and pro fucking career fighting, and I could never work it out because it was like Paul McBain. They worked 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, I think it was, or 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, and I kept thinking, how is this motherfucker keeping getting better at this rate? Because
but even when they're out there, they're still
because his mind's thinking about it, his mind's training. Even if he can train,
gym in there as well, like, but it's more kind of.
So his body's probably healing up for like the 2 weeks of battling, and then your mind's.
Then you're off for 3 weeks. It's basically like.
Because I think about when you reflect on stuff and you go away and you're thinking, fuck, I could have done that different, and you can't imagine you couldn't go to the gym the next day. You'd be like, fuck, you'd take nothing but thinking about it. So every mistake you made in that 3 weeks, you're going to be thinking about the mistakes for the next 3 weeks and correct them.
As long as you're still eating clean and the treadmill and stuff like keeping your cardio up, you know what I mean?
Pizza every day.
KFC. Then you come back 3 weeks later, you're looking like a chicken.
We're trying to get like a KFC sponsor.
Yeah, we should.
You're like coming back forward, you just put it on over the 3 weeks, then come back, lose it, fucking feeling great, then go away, put it on over the 3 weeks, then go fat. It was good, fat.
You made quick work of these popcorn.
Shout out to Colonel. El Sanders Jefe.
Fucking Colonel.
Jefe.
MAGA. Make America great again.
That is Donald Trump, bro. Fucking Colonel Sanders, that's Donald Trump's fucking uncle. That's his long lost uncle and shit. Knew it. They'll kill you with that sauce though, man. Shit.
Gravy is so fucking good.
What happened with that dude in fucking America? He's like a gay guy and he made up the two black guys or something. Oh, he made up that two white guys. He's an actor. He made up two white guys, jumped him and shouted MAGA or some shit.
Yeah, fucking Schmulet.
That's
Smollett, yeah, Jesse Smollett. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, fucking dickhead.
That's fucked up, isn't it?
That's fucked up. Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't want to jump deep into like that fucking
that realm.
That realm, you know what I mean? That's a zombie sheep fucking realm, you know what I mean? But yeah, these politics are fucked up. And his I believe his mom is like a super high politician or some shit. Fuck. And they like it's that whole fucking anti-racist fucking bullshit that they're doing back and forth. You know, they're trying to get us to still hate because America's coming together. We're finally coming together and to accept each other. You know what I mean? Sure, there's going to be Bloods and Crips and that type of bullshit. We get it. You know what I mean? That's anywhere. But in an overall picture, I believe that America is finally coming together as a nation. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, man. That's great.
And some people don't like that. They want hate. They want separation. They want the churches. The churches are the fucking. That's the reason why everyone hates each other.
So you're happy with Trump? I mean?
Am I happy with Trump? I believe in some of his policies and he's doing some great shit, but he's corrupted as well. You know what I mean? And he's gonna push his agenda.
He's funny guy. He's a funny guy.
He's gonna push his agenda. He's not gonna sugarcoat shit like all of our other fucking Herbert Bushes and fucking Obamas and these motherfuckers were just yes ma'ams. You know what I mean? Like this fool's gonna tell you right to your fucking face. Like, fucking shut the fuck up.
I like when he fucking he got some. This is the best story I had heard. He paid some fucking hooker to sign like an agreement and shit so that he could like it was a porn star. He paid some porn star to sign an agreement and he's went and he's fucked the porn star. She signed it's an agreed fee. It's a legal contract.
Right.
But she had signed a legal contract, breached like confidentiality. So she wasn't allowed to tell anybody that, or she was liable to be sued.
Liable,
So she's fucking came out with that story saying like trying to put him in a bad light, saying Donald's a fucking. He signed his contract while he was married and had sex with us and all that. So Ken, what he's done? He's fucking just went and sued the shit out of her. She's stone broke now. He's fucking. She's going to get jail time because she can't pay how much she owes him. So he sued her that bad. She's going to get jail time. So he's like, you don't do this. You don't fuck with Trump.
Don't fuck with Trump, dog. He's suing the house.
She took the money at the time. You know what I mean? He's paid her good money to keep her fucking mouth shut.
Oh yeah.
And she's grassed him up. And then basically, bottom line is Trump's made her pay. You know what I mean? He's making her pay. I thought that shit was too funny. But he didn't even try and deny it. He just totally changed it and said, I'll be suing her. You know what I mean? He's not even trying to deny it. That's brilliant.
He's making America great again.
It's fucking funny, man. It's funny.
He's the only man in the world to get a refund from a prostitute. You know what I'm saying?
He got double his coin back.
You know what I mean? Doubled his coin back.
He thought it was an investment.
Hey, so check it out. I was I know this is crazy, but I was up in the red light district one time. I'm fucking putting myself on blast.
Fuck.
But it was fun though. It was fun.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Had a couple drinks and we were getting to talking to one of these fucking security guard or whatnot, and across the hall was red lights, and cops come running up to a door, dude, and they were like, "What the fuck? This is crazy!" You know, and like he got the hooker out, and then there's a dude, and they're fucking bickering and battering, right?
Shit.
We're like, what the fuck's going on? And the guy's like, fucking the hooker's in the wrong. And we're like, what do you mean? Like, we're figuring the guy didn't want to pay or something, right? Because that's what it was about. But just like the Donald Trump shit, if a fucking red light door opens and that chick says, hey, $50, everything. You know how they'll say that shit. $50 come in, everything. That right there is that right there is a verbal fucking contract. You know what I'm saying? €50, everything goes, verbal contract. So I come to find that that's really the red light law. It's real. So if a hoe tells you come in for €50, everything. You cannot pay her if she doesn't want to give you everything. You know what I mean? Everything, baby, everything, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck shit. Yeah, that's true, man.
Coming to America.
I want double my money.
Yeah, you got big dick. You know what I mean? Shit.
He's probably tried putting it in her ass or something. Like, you said everything.
You said everything.
Fucking
I'm
hell,
not paying you, you hoe.
He's trying to take a piss on her or some shit.
Who knows? Fucking R. Kelly or something. Might have been R. Kelly. That motherfucker. He went back and did some. Didn't he do some wild shit? Like went back to the McDonald's that he got busted for like pissing on a girl or some shit, or like he went back to the motherfucker or some shit.
Hell. You done it in a McDonald's?
Some wild shit.
That's a sick motherfucker.
He is a sick motherfucker.
He's some boy, man. Fucking R. Kelly. He believes he can fly.
He does.
Some guy.
He's lost the plot.
Aye.
Kelly, I watched that
Off the radio.
documentary on him, and just like what he was grooming, he was basically grooming these women. They were only like 14, 15 and shit.
Yeah,
and he
that's
was
the
proper
crazy part.
going them, like buying their phone top-ups and shit.
How funny would this be though? How funny would it be if Michael Jackson had actually just Michael Jackson's estate had just paid somebody to fucking take the heat off him, and he's fucking
R. Kelly.
framed the shit.
Who framed R. Kelly? Dun, dun, dun. It's Michael Jackson. Dun, dun, dun. Super zoomed.
Remember that episode of South Park? And then we watched South Park series 1, and it was at the very fucking end, and it was like, who is Eric Cartman's father? And it was like fucking every weekend it would play. It was like I remember we had to wait like
It was
fucking
the, it was
9
the
months.
fucking the chef.
I was the chef, wasn't it? It was the fucking chef.
Went through like
Chef was
everyone.
Who is Eric Cartman's father? Is it?
Oh man, those fucking things go hard, dude.
Man, I know they don't give a fuck what they put in it.
Fuck.
They'll go like right after mass shootings and fucking everything, man. They've had some funny ones, man. I can only imagine what they're saying about the transgender stuff and that they do, man. They must be going hard on that.
My son
like.
was watching a couple fucking episodes, and I was just
What the fuck,
South Park actually still going just now.
oh yeah,
aye.
it's hard.
And they just go for anybody.
Yeah,
Like, they
they'll
don't give
go
a fuck.
after anybody.
I never knew
100%.
that. I thought that was finished.
Nah, it's still going strong. They keep making new
Still
seasons of
making
that.
new seasons.
Aye.
Exactly.
Man, it's probably about the only thing that's keeping Comedy Central going now. Because Netflix
One
is
of.
about to crush them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If Netflix is bringing all the comedy now.
That sucks.
I've got right back into comedy in the last like 2 years. See, just it was something I used to watch all the time when I was a wee boy. Like I used to watch Paramount Comedy Channel, and I'd watch all the old ones, Monty Python, fucking everything. I loved it, and I was like proper obsessed. You know, like even like the way I'm with jiu-jitsu, I actually got like obsessed with it for a while.
With comedy, yeah.
With comedy, just watching every single show, like fucking all the sitcoms, Frasier and all that. I bought Def Jam Comedy, every one.
Yeah.
So I watched all the black comics were my favourite comics. I thought they were just fucking way too funny, man.
And folk like that, man.
The old school guys, Bernie Mac and all that, do you know what I mean? Like, and it was fucking, they always had loads of guests. It was in like New York scene comedy. And oh man, I just got proper obsessed with it. It was shit hot. And then I fell away from it since like, only until I started listening to more podcasts again. And once I got listening to some of the comedians on the podcast, like Tony Hinchcliffe and Bill Burr and all that,
Yeah.
I started listening to them and I'm like, fuck man, this
Bill
what
Burr's
comedy's
great, man.
It's a real talent though if somebody can make you laugh, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a real fucking skill. How scary would it be to go up stage and think, I've got to make everybody here laugh? You know what I mean?
Oh god, and then you bomb.
Man, that would be fucking horrible.
Didn't Eddie bomb when you guys were there?
Aye, sucked, man. He fucking sucked. That was quite fucking bad, man.
Was that Eddie Bravo?
Aye.
Did he go up and do a set?
He did
Oh, he
sets
still
now,
does,
aye,
yeah.
aye,
Tinfoil
aye.
hat's going hard.
What was he doing?
Aye.
He does comedy runs now.
Aye, he started doing it. The
comedy
first time I ever
store.
seen him, he wasn't very good, and then the second time I seen him, he was shit hot. He had got a lot better. Brendan
better.
Schaub was the same.
Right.
Brendan
See, just
Schaub
going to his
fucking.
class is basically like going to a fucking
Yeah,
comedy. It's
comedy.
like basically like one of his comedy acts because he just like the last one I went to, it was a 2-hour class and
Yeah.
an hour of it was just him like talking with maybe like 15 minutes work. It was like 45 minutes him
Aye.
talking. Just, he was like totally off topic and shit. He'd be like, yeah.
He goes on about conspiracies too.
Aye.
He would go from like, yeah, like we're gonna work warm up fucking 6B
Aye.
or whatever, and then he would just come in. So guys, what do you think of the Hillary Clinton thing?
Aye.
She's dying. What do you think? And I'll just start like getting mad into conspiracies.
It's funny anytime anybody says like, yeah, Eddie's like, you always say fucking like, oh, were you rolling with him? I'm like, no, I wasn't rolling with him, man. Fucking like, if you fucking owned loads of schools and shit and your living relied on it, would you roll with guys that just walked into your gym you barely know? You know what I mean? Why the fuck are you going to roll with guys you don't know when you've got that much money in the line?
Mind
Nah,
you,
yeah, that's
He used to roll a it used to roll a lot more. I mean, when
Aye.
Cody McKenzie and Ronda Rousey came
Yeah.
Right.
to Burbank, when they had the school in Burbank, and we were up there training. And Cody McKenzie, he came in at the gym and he was catching everyone with that McKenzie team. But I rolled him, but I never even recognised who it was him, because he was clean shaven in that. And the fight house, he had like when he was in UFC, he had the big beard and shit.
Yep.
He went straight. He was Gaty catching everyone with that
He's
McKenzie
really
team.
good.
And then Eddie rolled him, and I think Eddie caught him a couple of times.
Aye. That's cool.
Oh, Eddie's a beast, man.
I did call him a couple of times.
One of the
That's
strongest
what he said. So I was like,
motherfuckers.
I said to him, how talking after it. I said,
Oh,
how did
what?
you find that
Because he was getting the grip.
Cody McKenzie and Ronda, they left the gym.
Aye.
And then he was saying, like, well, how did you get on, Eddie? I was like, yeah, it was like to come close with the guillotine. And he was like, no, it's just basically, I tried it a couple of times, but it wasn't
He already seen it coming.
He's seen it, he's had it that many times, that many years of it, but then
That's
Cody
quality,
McKenzie
eh?
drove away and he left his wallet, so him and Ronda had to come back for his wallet.
Aye. That's it, man, because usually if you roll with a guy that's a bit older, he's doing jiu-jitsu, his defence is going to be spotless, you know what I mean? You roll with somebody, like, do you know who's a bit like that? Is he's got better with his attacking recently, but at the club, at higher level, he joined it when he moved in. He's in the gi, he just got his purple in the gi.
In the gi? There's quite a few folk just got the purple in the gi. No, no Martin Russell or that. Or
No.
Stuart.
Did Martin get his?
Aye, Martin's got his.
Did he get his purple? Aye.
Martin got his
That's
purple.
quality, man.
Aye.
Martin's good, man. He's wrestling shit
he's
hot.
excellent.
Aye.
Really good grappler.
Aye.
Good boxing too.
Aye.
Yeah,
He's undefeated MMA, isn't he?
Aye, sure he's undefeated.
Yeah.
4-0, 5-0, something like that.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
He's I was sparring him a while ago, and just his movement, his counters are crisp. He trains really hard, Martin. He's always in the gym.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Did you catch UFC now? Aye.
Yeah.
You see it at the weekend?
Oh, shit, man. I saw some of them. I didn't get to catch it all, but
Aye.
I seen the things that were important.
Yeah. Aye, man. Fucking Kelvin's fight was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Aye.
It's
it was
too bad.
fucking. Aye, I know, but it was some fight, man.
Right.
And going into the fifth, I wasn't sure if I had it 2-2, 3-1, or 1-3.
Right.
I was like, this is fucking, could be anybody's. Like, there was one round clearly Kelvin won. There was one round clearly that Adesanya won, and then the other ones were like in the air, and I thought could be anything.
I think Adesanya did deserve the nod. Like,
Well, he done great in the last round.
See, in the fifth, man, I think he took it in the
That's
fifth.
what I'm saying. Is like they're doing anything to fucking just. I mean, he should have already had his title shot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
Yeah. How many more people you need to fucking beat? Dustin Poirier.
Aye.
Dustin Poirier.
Welterweight, too. You know what I mean?
It's like
Welterweight.
Tony Ferguson. Give him his fucking fight already, dude. You know what I mean?
Aye. It's dodgy, man.
It's just
Dodgy as
crazy,
anything.
man.
But aye.
Yeah, they're dodging
I don't
him.
understand why Tony Ferguson's not got a shot at that.
They actually stripped him of his
I don't
belt, man.
understand.
Yeah, they stripped him of his belt. because
Aye.
of
Why
that.
was
For
that?
none. He tripped and got injured, man.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, he got injured.
Yeah, but then and then he came back. He had just fought. You know what I mean? Since then he fought. We were on that camp for the dude we just.
Was it Pettis?
Pettis.
That's right. He put. Aye, because you've been out there, haven't you?
We were on the Pettis camp, and prior to that was the Kevin Lee camp.
Fuck aye, that was quality, man.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. He's just beat Pettis. He's beat fucking Kevin Lee.
Dos Anjos,
Beat Kevin Lee for guard. Boom, triangle,
Yeah.
city.
That's nice, that.
Aye.
Beat him his ass with those elbows, man. They weren't ready for it, and that's what Kevin said right after the fight. He's like, "I wasn't even ready for the elbows. I can't hate you.
Yeah.
I can't blame you." You know what I mean?
Aye.
It's the only thing they didn't train for.
He just lost again, Kevin Lee.
Kevin beat Tony
Ally
Ferguson
Quintet.
in college in wrestling.
Oh, did he?
Mhm.
Shit.
Fuck.
So he was already one up on Tony. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
aye. So he's got it in his head. Fuck this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So
That's cool.
it was war regardless going into that fight.
Aye.
You could see they were at each other.
That was probably one of his toughest fights.
Yeah.
I mean, Dos Anjos was nothing.
I'm gonna.
He danced around that motherfucker.
I'm going to get all hosty on you now, Jeremy. What time? Can you tell us a wee bit about your journey on jiu-jitsu? Because there's loads of people that are watching that probably don't know you or haven't heard of you or want to know what your
Right.
journey is. They know that you're a black belt. They know that you're from America, but they probably don't know
From
that.
California.
Aye, from California. They probably don't know you're one of the original 10th Planet
Yep.
black belts. You know what I mean? One of the original guys that's been
There
there
was-
for the very start.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you don't mind, just telling us a wee bit about your journey when you first got into jiu-jitsu. And
Oh yeah, no problem, dude. Everything started with a couple of our buddies, Sean Bollinger and Randall Dolph at the time. I was young and just needed something to do, and there was jiu-jitsu, so it got us in. This was like 1998.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 1999. So there was a little local gym, Hoist Gracie, an affiliate gym. It was pretty cool, man, because the guy that actually was teaching at that gym was Hoist's MMA coach before his boxing.
That's cool.
The jiu-jitsu started a little bit before that, you know, with a guy named Craig DeLeo. We used to go train with him on the outsides, like to his house. He had some mats, and some cool-ass mats, man, in his living room, and he's, you know, really cool. So we go up there, and I mean, I'm just a white belt. I'm a kid.
What year, Jink? That would have been?
That was 98.
98, fucking hell.
Yeah, so... Yeah, and then 99 was the first time they billed my bank account, May of 1999. I'll never forget that. So that's when I officially started under Hoist Gracie. Wow. But I was with him for 6 years, and I got injured. 2 years out of that, I separated my shoulder doing a flying arm bar. You know what I mean? One of my tournaments. It was cool though, man. You know what I mean? I had speeding up through anything prior to that, but at that tournament. Hoist Gracie didn't have a lot of competitors. Yeah. He didn't want his guys competing. Yeah. His style is not competition. His style is no time limit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Old school, just let's go until...
Minimal rules.
Right, exactly, right? So he didn't have a lot of competitors, and so when somebody would roll up to a tournament with a Hoist Gracie patch on, they were like, oh, shit, you know what I mean? That's what's up, you know what I mean? And that would be Sean, myself, and Randall, you know what I mean? We the only ones rocking that patch, like just...
Was Randall doing it way back then,
Yeah, he was doing it longer than us. Yeah, he was doing it longer than us. And actually, I'm actually even putting Sean in the mix before he was even, because Sean came after, a little bit after, you know, because we had took a break, and then came back, and then there was this kid, this 14-year-old fucking phenom, dude, this little white dude, and it was just like, what the fuck? And his name's Sean, dude. He opens the gym, he's got the keys, you know what I mean? We're like, what? We got open mat on Saturday, you know, we don't gotta pay $10 no more. You know what I mean? So it was like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? But this guy is fucking, you know, he was just something else, you know? But, you know, so we would go to these tournaments and have the Hoist Gracie patches on or whatnot, and one of these tournaments, Hickson was there. Fuck. And it was my match. You know what I mean? And Hickson comes up, and he's just like, he doesn't say much. He doesn't say shit to me. I'm a fucking white belt with 2 stripes on my shit. Sean actually fought Hickson's first son, who passed away.
Oh man.
Man, I don't want to cross-reference his name, but anyways, fought his son. Who's passed away now, and he almost won. Sean almost won that match. Fucking, it was close, man. It was a fucking it was a beast of a match. Like, he was supposed, the kid was supposed to win everything. He was winning everything. Here comes Sean Bollinger. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Hickson's in the building. Fucking Elio Gracie's sitting up on the podium.
Was it like that?
These are these days.
They're at every event kind of thing.
Elio's got his seat. You know what I mean?
That's
There's
amazing.
Horion right next to him while everything was still good. You know what I mean? And good times, you know, super good times. And then Hickson had seen my Hoist Gracie patch, and I was just going up. It was just randomly, he just happened to be there, nothing special, right? So I'm like, fuck it, let's go ahead and let's go off the wall. You know what I mean? So I go up in there, slap the fucking wrist, and I go for the flying arm bar. Boom, boom! I catch the flying arm bar, and I'm holding the lapels, and this is gi jiu-jitsu.
Even better.
And I'm holding the lapels, and the guy just drops me on my head. Boom! Separates my shoulder.
Fucking hell!
Yeah, it doesn't hold. Separated my shoulder, so he doesn't hold me up, and boom! So I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? So I finished the match. I finished him with the armbar.
Fuck! Oh, you finished it?
Yeah, I finished him, and then after that, I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, Sean, I can't fucking go no more, dude. My brother or something. I don't even know who was there. I think it was just me and Randall and Sean, honestly. Yeah. And I was like, I can't go no more. And as the first time I've ever in my life, I had to go up to the table and say, I can't compete no more. I have to withdraw myself. You know what I mean? My shit was just numb and fucked up. But it was a cool story because I had Hickson in my corner. But anyway, so prior, I was with Eddie, with Hoist Gracie for about 6 years in total. I had like 2 years of an injury within that 6. But never stopped going to class one fucking time. That would be the dumbest thing, right?
Yeah, you kept watching.
I always tell my students, man, why just be there. Doesn't matter if you're not rolling. Your brain's always going to fucking be working. You know what I mean? So it's only going to help you in the long run.
For sure.
So, anyways, and then from there, kind of just it started getting to a point where Sean was getting really good. And Randall's getting really good. And there's Pete Hurtado, and there's fucking there's Luciano, there's just all these badass motherfuckers.
And this is still at Hoist's.
This is still at Hoist's, right? So
Oh, was Pete around since the hoist?
Right. So Pete was
He's been, was it a brown belt back then?
Shout out to Pete Hurtado. So Pete was Pete was like a three stripe blue belt at the time. Pete broke my pinky, man. I got caught in his fucking gi pant and broke my pinky 15, 20 years ago, dude. Still fucked up. But yeah, so it was fun times, man. Those were good times. But then after that, like, there was this kid named Jonathan, Little Johnny boy. His dad was from LA.
Yeah.
Ballin' ass motherfucking
Loads of
Puerto
money.
Rican type motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so he was fucking from LA, Big Guido.
Oh,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
And these are these are the things I'm remembering. So it's like, okay, so there's this guy Johnny, and he's more friends with Randall and Sean, myself. I'm in the mix, 100% in the mix. Like, we do jiu-jitsu all day, every day. There's nothing, no more, no less than jiu-jitsu, you know? So,
You here still?
anyways, yeah, I'm here. Okay, I'm back on. So,
Cool.
so the little Johnny boy, his dad's like, hey, there's this guy named Eddie Bravo. You need to fucking check him out.
Yeah.
There's this guy named, and we knew about the Machados.
Yeah.
Like, we knew about Jean-Jacques Machado, Hegan, fucking all that, right?
That'd have been like when he won the ADCC and
Right,
shit.
so it was like, oh, fuck the Machados, dude.
Oh,
you know
really?
What I mean?
Fuck.
Fucking, we're Gracie's, bro. You know what
That's
I mean?
crazy.
Like, we're great. There's no Gracie Baja at the time. No, it's just like, this is Gracie. This is
Hoist Gracie Jiu-Jitsu,
Yeah, this is fucking down in Torrance. This is headquarters. You know what I mean? Jiu-Jitsu. You know what I mean? So. And Sean did do the Torrance and all that. I never did make it down to Torrance, but you know, Sean, Sam Marcellini was our instructor. He would take Sean everywhere. Sean was the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sean had the keys. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they knew
But
what he was-
anyways, there was this guy named Eddie Bravo, and we had to check him the fuck out, right? And we go down there, and we take like a class or two, and literally the first thing he shows us is the first thing that he really focused on with me was the omoplata, right? But the very first thing he started showing anybody up at Bomb Squad was like lockdown. He just like a half guard game, 100%, super strong. And we would bring that shit back to our school. And our instructor would be like, that's not jujitsu. The whole, the stories that you fucking hear is real. You know what I mean? Like,
you did this in the gi when you go back
in the
to,
gi, and we would do it in the gi, and Sean would fucking like make moves on our instructor. You know what I mean? Like something you weren't supposed to do. You know what I mean? And it was like fuck, dog, like you gangster, fool, you know? And but the stuff was working. And it was working, and it was working very well. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, then we got to make the move. And I remember specifically one time I was not as great or good as Sean and Randall. They had much more experience, and they were much tougher than me anyways. Like, I'm a guy who has to, like, it takes a little bit to learn, you know what I mean? But once I get it, it's on. But yeah, so kind of forgot where I was going with this one. So
that's when you made the move.
Yeah, so when we made the move, right? Oh yeah, that's right. So he shows me. Yeah, so.
Did you have to adapt, like, basically from gi to no gi, like from training in the gi all the time and then just switching to Eddie Bravo's?
I didn't really understand the fact of adapting. It was just jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
For me. You know what I mean?
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know much.
No-gi?
I didn't know much in the gi. Even though I did it a lot, but it wasn't
right.
like, oh my god, dude, I know this fucking berimbolo, like butterfly choke, fucking no.
That wasn't as much as that.
No,
anyway.
I wasn't even like that.
If you're saying that you were there for 6 years, you're training like constantly
Exactly.
for 6 years.
Yeah, but the thing is, we go
transition
back to a couple steps back where I'm like, we're bringing this shit to the gym and we're fucking the fools up there, right? And they're like, no, what the fuck? That's not real jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just one of those things, man. But
You meet people like that all through the years that are like, oh, you can't do that's a crank, or that's this and that, and like they want to complain. And it's like, look, if it works, it fucking works.
You're like,
That's
dude,
it.
I was trying to break your neck. Is it right? Isn't that the sport? But anyways, getting back to the first move that Eddie Bravo shows me that I could clearly remember was, and I didn't know how to do it, was an omoplata, right? He's like, all right, let's go Jew claw, omoplata, right? He had already had his names and shit. And then I couldn't do a fucking omoplata. He's like, you've been training for fucking this many years and you can't do an omoplata. But we're going in and we're rolling up motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, that's why we were accepted. Like, we were accepted because of the fact that we knew some gangster basics. You know what I mean? But really good at solid basics. Nobody was going to Eddie Bravo at the time. It was just these core fools that knew who he was. You know what I mean? Like, you had to know the nose to be with him at that time.
And that was the Bomb Squad.
Yeah, and that's the Bomb Squad or the beginning of Legends even. You know what I mean? So Still the Chris Riley days and everything. So, you know, when Legends first opened, it was owned by Randy Couture and Boss Rutan.
Oh, right.
So like these are the old school days. But anyways, I was doing that Uma Plata, and he's just like, dude, what the fuck you doing? You know, and I just clearly remembered that. And I was like, I don't know how to fucking do it.
And he showed you.
Yeah, I don't know how to fucking do it. Yeah, like it was just from there on out. It was just
Was that in LA?
yeah, that one was in LA when he was just like, what the hell? You know, you don't know how to do it Uma Plata. But we had already been learning the lockdown and shit like that. And
So then you and Sean opened up the Riverside. Or was it Sean and
No, just me and Sean opened up Riverside. So Sean had been, after we had made that switch, okay, we were with Eddie Bravo from there on out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And Sean was amazing. You know, there was a point where he started living at HQ.
Yeah, you
know, and he was working for Eddie Bravo, cleaning the mats and you know, taking care of the gym. You know, because Eddie wanted Sean like 100%. Like, dude, this guy's gonna be the fucking next big thing, right? Yeah. And he was. He became a really big superstar. So it's like, you know, give him everything, you know. And then so Sean was able to be in LA a lot more than us. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So then we had to make our truck to there, and then it got to a point where like life got in the way of different people's school and stuff like that, or whatever the case is. And new jobs or whatever. And then there was a point when like I had gotten an opportunity. I had gotten out of jail, right? I was in jail for a while. So I had gotten out of jail. And then I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? Like I was doing jiu-jitsu already. Yeah. I was doing it in jail a little bit. With my homie. I had a friend who, I was locked up with. He was a blue belt under Ramel Dunbar. And it was just like, you know jiu-jitsu? I know jiu-jitsu. Yeah. He's like, fucking, well, let's practice it. Like, so we would kind of practice it and do some shit. I remember one time I fucking hit my knee so hard on the bunk, dog. Fuck, I wanted to cry, bro. It was like right on the corner. Yeah, it was bad.
It's crazy that, because one of my friends, they got to jail when they started doing jiu-jitsu, and I fucking felt terrible for him because I knew how much he loved it. Yeah, so I brought him up some books and stuff, you know what I mean? I brought him up some books and stuff, some jiu-jitsu books. I ended up giving him all my jiu-jitsu books.
Man, they wouldn't give me nothing because it was too violent, right? I had to actually appeal for my Jiu-Jitsu Unleashed book, the first Eddie Bravo book. Yeah, that's when I was in jail. I had my mom send it to me, and they took it from me. They fucking confiscated it, and they're like, too violent. Yeah, too violent.
Great teacher.
And I'm like, fuck no. So I fought for it, dude. I'm like, no, dude, no way. This is my shit. Like, they're like, no. So there was a CO. Yeah, no names, whatever. Yeah. There was a CO, and he's like, I know your instructor. I'm like, no fucking way. Oh, wow. He's like, dude, tell me about jiu-jitsu, bro. And he's like, so we just get, and it's a CO. And I'm like over here talking, just having a great fucking conversation with a fucking correctional officer. And he's like, I'll get your book. He fucking brings me my book. That's cool. Fucking got my book, dog. And he's like, dude, there's nobody in this fucking jail talking about jiu-jitsu right now. They're talking about fucking drunks, fucking heroin, stabbing motherfuckers, going upstate. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So, you know. So that was cool, you know. When I got out, it was like, dude, if you touched my book, I'd fucking kill you. You know what I mean? It was like literally, it was my Bible. It was fucking my Bible forever. I know that book from the front to back, dog. That's amazing. Like, you know what I mean? Like dude. Every single Eddie Bravo book I know from front to back, and you know, it's one of those things too. We picked up the lineage so fast, you know what I mean? So it was super fucking impressive for him. But you know. After I got out, we made that. I had made a decision, like, dude, I need to do something, right? So I went to a local gym. I worked there for like a year, a boxing gym, KO, and it was just some douchebag ass motherfuckers, dude, that owned the gym. They didn't know shit. Fucking fools catching hygiene problems because like people walking around with shoes and that type of shit you gotta deal with, you know. And it was like a year and a half, and then they fired me. I took a stamp. I took a 32-cent stamp because I needed to post a bill. Fucking next day I get a call from fucking the owner. It's like, you're fired. You stole from the company. What? 32 cents. I was like, sweet.
That's crazy, man.
So you'll see me in the future. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? I guarantee it, right? And what are they doing now? Bowing down. You know what I mean? They're like, look at you now. You know, I still fucking in contact with them. You know what I mean? And
that's funny, man.
Yeah, Josh, the guy who actually fired me for Eric, opened a gym locally around my area, but he's like a fitness CrossFit dude. Yeah, I seen him buying some nutrients to clean the mats and shit. And he's just like, the legend. Yeah, I'm like, I told you, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I told you, motherfucker. You know
That's brilliant.
You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, Yeah, so I got out of jail, made that decision. I lost that job, and then I was just fucking traveling around, and right up the way was a rock climbing gym.
Yeah.
Walked up into the rock climbing gym, and then there was like a space up top, and I'm like, oh, this is cool, man. Let me just walk around the gym, and I walk up, and it's just this open ass room. It's like 1,500 square foot blank ass room, but it has a mat like the size of this, like a little 4x6 or something, right? Yeah, a little stretching mat. And I'm like, hey, what's this mat for? And they're like, oh, a guy teaches kung fu. I'm like, a guy teaches kung fu here, and they're like, yeah, that's his mat, and this is his room. I'm like, how about this? I was like, I could bring some jiu-jitsu to the table, and I could bring some real shit. And they're like, well, what's this? And they had no fucking clue. They're rock climbing fucking campers. They're vegans today. That's what you call a vegan today. You know what I mean? There's a camper who don't fucking shower. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, fuck it, dude. Like. So I'm like, hey, dude, like, I got some jits, you know, I got a couple people, and I actually have one of the baddest motherfuckers in the world. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they're like, okay, cool, whatever. Well, sure, dude. Like, sure, come back tomorrow. I'll talk to the owner. So I come back tomorrow. I talk to the owner, and I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? And he actually did. He digged it. He's like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. Showed him a couple videos. He's like, oh, I know, I've heard. You know what I mean? It's always I've heard, right? Yeah. And especially fucking 10, 15 years ago. You know what I mean? It's not as popular as it is today. So it's like, oh, I've heard. So it's like, all right, cool. And then he's like, go ahead. He's like, just how about this, 50%? I was like, fuck it. He's like, 50% of only credit card transactions.
Oh, man.
So fuck yeah, dog.
Cash in hand. Boom.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
So, but anyways, I tried to play it safe for a while, and then we stayed there for about 2.5 years. Ended up getting a gang of students, dude. You know what I mean? And fucking Sean was killing it, fighting MMA. We fucking had guys fighting MMA out of this little ass gym, dude.
You fought fucking Ryan Couture, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Aye, that's right, man.
Beat the
cool.
shit.
That was cool, man.
It was a good fight, man.
Aye.
Second round?
Actually, he tapped him at the end of the second. So he went to sleep, but it was like right on,
right at the bell.
On the bell.
He went to sleep like 2 seconds before that bell.
Yeah. See, the thing is, they shouldn't actually let you continue.
Oh, fucking right. I knew they wouldn't. I think just because knew they wouldn't. The refs are better.
If you go back to that fight, they gave Ryan Couture about 2.5 minutes to rest before they came out to the third round.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they stopped the clock. They erased it. Fucking, they let him just sit there and fucking rest up for like at least it was like 2 minutes.
Proper bullshit. Shows you how much influence folk can have.
Like that, though, and you go limp. You should be taking no more shots for like minimum 30 days, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you can't then go back into the fight and say, oh, get cracked with the heat again. You know what I mean? It's just...
It's not good for you, aye. Aye, that's right. Aye, so you got that, Jim. What was that, the...
so...
Riverside, I take it that was Riverside.
Yeah, so that was the Hangar 18, which is the rock climbing gym, and then after that, we expanded to that big Riverside.
Riverside, I've been there, yeah. You took me there when I was out. We went and visited.
Is that right?
Aye, that's right. When you had Corona the very first time, because I think I was like 2012, 2013 or something. I first came out.
Right.
And started training. No, 2013.
I think me and Cammy went out in 2011.
And that was like March 2013 when I came out.
Yeah, say not
2011.
Yeah, because it was fucking
3 weeks we went out.
Corona's like 6 years old or some shit.
Corona was fucking awesome, man.
The first Corona was beast.
Taco stop. Yeah. Taco stop around the corner.
Shout out to Taco stop. Fuck, man. Yeah, so basically we moved into that Corona, man. So I'm here today. I mean, we moved into that Riverside and had a good run over there, and everyone grew up, and they all want... Yeah, we had a Nutri-Shop inside there, and and everyone just decided to grow up and maybe part certain ways, and we all kind of did, and I opened up Corona. Long story short.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Without getting into too many hatred details. But man, long story short, it's like, you know what, dude, I could do this shit myself. Eddie Bravo fucking had believed in me. He's like, Jeremy, what the fuck are you talking about? You were my student already. Like, fuck, you're my student already, dog. Like,
it's been like 10 years.
Like, he's like, you don't need nobody, you don't need nobody. It doesn't matter if Sean's the best in the world or this guy has, you don't need it. You just need yourself, and you need to believe in yourself.
Always on the map, putting in the work.
Yeah, like, dude, come on now, dude. You know what I mean? So I've gotten every single belt from Eddie Bravo, from white, blue, purple, brown, black. Actually, I went into him with some experience as a white belt, but for the most part, it was blue, purple, brown, and black. One stripe black going on my second. So, it's full lineage. It's full fucking lineage, man. But then after I left that Riverside, opened up Corona and never looked back. You know what I mean? I fucking expanded 5 gyms since there. I got fucking Amsterdam, got Ireland, Corona, Nebraska, New Caney, Texas. You know what I mean? These are all gyms that, you know, I have some sort of influence in, or I own it.
It's fucking class.
You know, and
Amsterdam boys are competing quite a lot in the scene as well. They're doing well, man. They're doing really well.
Crushing it, man. That was the goal, is to bring something new to their culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I visited Amsterdam like 9 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Just Sean and myself, I did a couple seminars up in Birmingham and Darlington and fucking London and all that shit, right? And then we jumped over to Amsterdam just for a fucking vacation.
Yeah.
And I went over there, I'm like, dude, this is fucking gangster. Obviously, we're the biggest stoners in the world. You know what I mean? Like fucking... I'm like the stoner of the century, dude. So it's like, fuck, this is home, right? So I'm like, I want to come back. I got some great stories though. Landing, fuck, man, that shit was scary.
Fucking hell.
Fuck, man. I mean, going to Amsterdam, never being in out of your own country, and then going in, it's almost like a culture shock. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you were going into a place that like people had these stories. Oh, the dungeons. Watch out for the dungeons.
I mean, that's like me when I come to Cali. Like it's just fucking hell. Like for me, I'm like, I just love it. I see the big roads. The big roads are twice the size. I see the sun in the sky. People are fucking listening to good music. That's what goes off in my head, man. Honestly, that's how it was.
He wasn't an actual cab driver. He said, "You guys, where are you going? We're going to a Corona." He's like, "Oh, jump in, you guys." And I'm like, "Oh, well, we're going to call an Uber." And he's like, "No, I do it. How do you get the shit?" I said, "Oh, the Uber was like fucking $70 or something." He's like, "Oh man, I'll do it for 40."
Just cracking a deal.
Gets in, right? We gets in the car and he's just singing at the top of his voice. He was nailing it as well. This old boy, he was about 75 or something like that. He was nailing this music off the top. He's like, "You guys smoke pot?" And I was like, "I'm here, wee black." He's got the pipe. Fucking smoking away at his pipe.
You want some of that, Jim?
I got some.
This guy, and he was just fucking going away at his pipe, and he was like, "Yeah, I used to sing this one to the woman. I used to sing this to the ladies," he says. Right, me and Phil were in stitches, guys. The things he was coming away with was...
The Colonel's no paid their fees, man. I had to move their sponsorship.
Fucking KFC.
Fuck KFC.
Partial payments.
What up, Nando's?
Where the fuck is our Nando's in there?
Yeah.
Man, I love me some fucking Nando's, Dan. But man, when I went over to Amsterdam that first time, it was just like, fuck, dude, this is crazy. It was wild, you know. But then I was like, we gotta come back. We gotta come back, right? So we did this humongous fucking tour, like maybe like 6 years after that, you know what I mean? Like Sean and I, we put together this fucking like 9, 10, 18-day seminar, 18-day vacation with like 15 seminars.
I can't remember that, man.
It was fucking mad, bro. We were everywhere, so it was fun.
Remember we went to, it was one of the cities, South Amsterdam. Me and Calum came over and we ended up going, what was it, like Rotterdam or?
I mean, that's when you booked us. He phoned me. I says, we're going to Amsterdam, obviously to train for a few nights jiu-jitsu, and I'm like, I'll just leave the hotel up to you, man. I just transfer me the money. I'm like, right, cool. I says to him, obviously he just says to me, it was like, oh, it's fucking 200 quid each or whatever. So I'm like, right, cool. He's like, I'll book the flights too. So he booked everything. I just gave him the money. He says to me, I says, oh, what's the hotel like? You're like, it looks good, man. He says, it looks good. He says, just a little bit outside the city. He says, just a little, but we can maybe get a bike or something. So I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? But
I don't know how I fucking
I actually didn't think like it was what it was, so it's like so then we gets the flight into Amsterdam at the airport, and I pulls it like my Google Maps and put this address in, and it was like a 45-minute drive away or something. So we had to get like a bus to the bus station, a taxi to the bus station, a bus to that bus station. Anyway, coming along and driving along, we've been driving for like 40 minutes between all the public transport, and it's like we starts going in up with these like one-way sort of old like roads in between fields and shit, and I'm like, this can't be the right way. This isn't going to be a hotel. And it just says you have reached your destination, and I'm like, and there's fields just
nowhere.
I was in the middle of a fucking field.
I just seen
I bet it.
It wasn't the field. I just seen this caravan sitting there. I'm like, a fucking caravan. He makes us, right?
There was fucking goats and everything walking out of
It
it.
was a house next to it, so it was just basically this fucking family's caravan that they put in their back garden, and we were sleeping in it. So we just had to.
That wasn't right.
And I'm like, you're winding me up, like this is a joke. He's like, oh, I never knew it was a caravan. And then I looked on it, and it was like, it actually says
Camper van.
camper van or caravan is an accommodation. I'm like, it says right there, caravan. Oh well, I didn't know. I'm like, oh, it was frozen. I had the covers room made. I mean,
Listen.
the walls were like paper thin.
I made up for it when I fucking sorted out our flight home that time. Mind that time
that's
we
right.
were coming back
we
from
missed the
Cali
flight.
and we says we'll jump into, we've got 3 hours in between flights, we'll jump into Amsterdam for a bit of a crack.
In the Doors Cafe.
We jumped into the Doors Cafe, and fucking Calum had a smoke, and fucking we just sat and waited about, and then we jumped back ended up missing our flight, but we put our baggage in one of the lockers. So I put the customer service head on, and I've just fucking walked right out of the customer service. When we got to the locker, somebody was fixing one of the lockers was faulty. So I've fucking went straight to the customer service and I've said,
that
look,
was your locker, it's caused us to miss our flight.
because that locker was faulty. It wasn't in that locker, but I said my luggage was in that locker, and that's why we've missed our flight. So we need new flights to get us back to Edinburgh. So he says, oh, that's terrible, I'm so sorry. So they phoned them and they said, have you got a locker faulty down at fucking row such and such? And they went, yep, yeah, we do. You know what I mean? Fucking, because it sounds like that, boom. So it saved us like hundreds of pounds, you know what I mean? It sounds like that, boom. I just said that was it.
Doors.
She's like, so the only thing is you're going to have to wait like 2.5 hours. And we're like, oh,
Brilliant, back in Amsterdam.
We'll finish that joke.
Yeah. I know where I put it.
That was fun, man. That was fun.
gas. I remember that trip.
Yeah,
We're gonna be in Amsterdam for like 3 hours.
Was it train?
We went out to train at Corona. It was the one round for the taco stop. That was
that the one when
that
we
was when we went there, because we lived in the gym. We slept
How
in the
long
mat.
were we there for?
That was when I met a load of great guys, man.
weeks.
I met my boy Rico out there. My fucking Rico. That's when I met Rico. Rico. Honestly, I came back. I had fucking like 54 new songs that I had to get on my phone because Rico had the new music. All the shit. He was honestly, he just played banging album after banging album. He had fucking. At the time, it was when that Rick Ross just came out.
That's right.
You know, it's like, all I want $100 million and some bad bitch.
That's right. I played that all the time.
They had that one. He played that in. There was a couple of. He was in about that new God flow. You know what I mean? That new God flow for Kanye at the time. And it was a good song. But
shit.
Rico would always play it back, and then he'd be sitting just after he'd hear a good song, he would stop for a while and talk about the song. You know what I mean? He'd start talking about the song, and then he would just go. He would just hit out with, hold up, I ain't trying to stunt, man. But the Yeezys jumped over the jump, man. Went from most hated to the champion God flow. I guess that's a feeling only me and LeBron know. You know what I mean? And it would just hit you like that, fucking. And Rico, you'd be like, do you know what, mate? You made that fucking lyric much better, Rico. Do you know what I mean? Like, Rico was fucking. Rico's a cool guy, man. You know what I mean?
Rico's wild, man.
He came out and met me in Vegas. I was in Vegas with Stevie Ray that time, and he says, "Look, I'm with my girl. I'm going to come say hey." And you know what Rico's like, man? He actually said, "I went, oh, is that the one that you've settled down with?" He went, "No, that's my side chick I'm with, man." I said, "There's no way." He's out in Vegas with his side chick. Fucking brought me out. So I hope the fuck you're not watching this with your wife or something, your girlfriend. But that's what he hit of us. I was laughing, man. I was laughing. But Rico's a good guy, man. He's funny.
He still judges the shows and that, doesn't he?
We got right into that for a while.
He works for
the commission.
USK.
Commission.
That's right. Aye, man. I met a lot of good guys that trip. There was fucking a load of good guys, man. We stayed with Ryan. That was shit hot. Fucking. That's when I first got to know Ryan. Do you know what I mean?
What did we sleep? Did we just sleep on the block beds?
We had 3 block beds. They had the curtain. Remember they had the curtain? And fucking.
What year was that?
We actually had 4 block beds at once.
Two of them popped.
Somebody else came too, didn't they? Somebody else came and lived.
No, it was just me and you.
No, it was me, you and Ryan. We all had 3 block, and
Me
Rico
and
was
Ryan.
staying as well.
Rico was staying.
So the 4 of us was there, and Ryan and Rico were arguing every day, man.
They were like air beds at that area. And we'd all just be kind of lying amongst each other.
You were right
That's
as
right.
their bed.
We'd sit up to we'd be sitting up to like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, just like with the computer would be on. They'd be just smoking weed and
Pirates.
gypsy videos. And
Rico was pirating everything, man. He was fucking pirating all the shit. I was like, this is brilliant, man. Rico was fucking.
S&M, he'd write that every scream at me.
Aye.
He can't even write that.
I was trying to get the patter going because at the time he was on Eddie Bravo Radio. Remember he ended up on Eddie Bravo Radio? Yeah. I was listening to that as well. That was funny, man. And he ended up on that one, but he had some good patter, eh? That was the other one. Squad.
As well.
We just hit out with Squad.
Gangrene.
He's always coming out with some funny stuff.
That's how 10 do.
Aye, you know how 10 did. See that one? He'd like, he was claiming it. He was claiming he made that one all the time. He's like, I made that one.
Shout out to my boy Dirt from San Bernardino. You know, remember Dirt? His boy Dirt.
That's
I
right.
remember the name. I can't mind him.
That's the man right
That's
there.
funny, man.
I'm shouting names like just for see faces.
Bilal was out there,
man.
That's when I first met Ray, man. Ray's the fucking guy, man. Ray's the man.
He's guys. That's one of my best dudes.
He's a great guy. Honestly, see the last time we were out, me and Gary were out, like Ray and Gaz just hit it off right away. Do you know what I mean? So, and Ray looked after us as well, man. Every time I've been out, Jeremy's fucking looked after me amazing, and every other time, like the pair of them, man, Ray's fucking. Do you know what I mean? Like, see, I think we make the mistake sometimes in Scotland that like when we've got guests, we didn't really treat them and show them around as much and stuff. So I've started trying to consciously do that with Dylan. You know what I mean? Dylan trains with us. He's from America as well. I think it's Arizona. I think he's fair original. Well, I actually competed against Dylan. So Dylan's a brown belt out for America, and I ended up competing against him, and I won the match. But after it, he was like, "I'll come train with you sometime." I said, 100%. So he now trains with us every Sunday. And like became quite good friends and stuff. So I took him up the hills the other week and fucking showing him about and that, because I was like, nah, man, that's some of our best shit is up the hills with the waterfalls, the Alva Glen and stuff like that. Yeah. And fucking when people come, we don't show them that. We show them all the pubs, we show them all the places people getting pissed. Yeah. But we've got fucking beautiful hills, Hill and Glen, all that shit that you want to show. But that's like the same as what you and Ray and that have done for me when I've been out in California. You've shown me all the cool bits of California, the good spots. Yeah. Fucking treated us well, took us out for dinner, showed us all the beaches that you can go to.
Yeah, so, especially Ray, man, he's on it, dude.
Remember, Ray took us the last time to this fish restaurant, and he knows his food, man. Yeah. So he knows his food places, and he's like, he says, yeah, and Ray's dead smooth about it. You know what I mean? He'll know like oversell it. So he's not going to say to you like, he'll just say, this place alright.
It's alright.
It's alright. And you go and you're like, this is the fucking best food I've ever had, man. He took us to this fish restaurant, man, and it was like he knew what the fuck was on our mind for wanting to eat. You know what I mean? Like,
he ordered it for you.
Aye, because when he said we're going to a fish restaurant, I thought, man, I don't know about a fish restaurant, but the food, it was like some kind of Hawaiian food. And it was fucking this fish with like a raspberry sauce out of the salad and shit. It was fucking unbelievable. And
the sushi's amazing.
Listen,
is it Joe? Joe Sushi.
Sushi. Sean ran that one.
Sean ran that one. Sean has a sponsorship of the sushi restaurant. So he's like, come on, look, I'll take you some
free sushi for everybody.
So we went, right?
Sushi for 10.
And we pretty much got like this deal on all the sushi, and we got all like fucking dirt cheap. So like 2 nights later, it's like, you guys want to go for sushi again? So he goes back again.
How long did the sponsorship last? Not long.
So at the end of this,
every night,
basically we had the bill to pay, and I think we just like, everyone was scraping the money, and we literally were like a few bucks short of the actual bill itself with no tip. You know what I mean? So it's like, Sean's like, fuck, we couldn't get a tip. Like, we had no money left. So basically, Sean just hands him the bill like that, just fucking like, actually slightly short, left, no tip, just walked out. Right? And as we're walking out, the guy Joe who owned the place like, Sean, can I get him in, please?
Fuck.
Sean's we just kept walking, right? Sean's like, and they're like fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
just like fuck it.
But they'd already like half the bill anyway.
It's what it is.
Like, they took the discount. They took like, I don't, maybe
50% off or some shit.
50% off or something like that, because it was Sean's sponsor. So they gave that cheap. Fuck. He never even made that. Never mind a tip for any of the waiters or anything like that. So
that's brutal. That was the end of the sponsorship.
We just walked it. We just kept walking it.
Dude, we did that like literally like the week after that, and fucking we got reamed. And
again,
yeah, we went to it was like Renee, myself, Ray, fucking like
Renee, man. Renee was a good guy. Remember we went out with Renee. Yeah. Renee was smooth, man.
Renee is smooth.
All the girls loved him, man. We were out in where was it? We went out to. We went out for
Riverside, downtown Riverside.
It was fucking. It happens in March. It was St Paddy's Day, and we all went out. And Lawrence Larkin was cutting about. Remember that? We were out in the clubs, and that was a great crack. But Renee was out with us as well, and he's like fucking just smooth with the ladies, man. All the ladies were loving him. It was quite a good dancer too, actually.
Lorenz Larkin was actually training at Corona.
I've trained. We've trained a lot. Lorenz is legit, man. A lot of jiu-jitsu, nothing else, you know what I mean? But obviously he's over there with Millennia and a couple other guys.
He's got his own spot, eh?
All right, but he's running his own fight organization right now also.
Fucking hell, busy.
Yeah, he's putting fights together and getting a couple guys. This thing is called CSC or something like that. Cage something. But it's sanctioned. So it's CSAC sanctioned.
So it's legit kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
That's
legit.
cool.
It's legit. So it's a small show, but it's going to come up, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, we went to the Orange County Fair as well, and fucking they had the fighting at that. That was cool. One of your girls won.
Right.
Your girl submitted the person, eh? The lassie she was fighting.
Oh, was that the outside for the fight?
Aye, it was cool as fuck.
Loads of that.
That was brilliant.
Who else fought on that card?
You got drunk and I ended up driving you home. That's right.
Who else fought on
Who is it that he fought out at Riverside? He fought on it as well. He's still fighting just now.
Rick James.
Who's it?
Rick
no, Rick James.
It wasn't Rick?
No, it was...
Eddie Lopez?
It wasn't chasing either. It was... No, he's still fighting just now. I've got him on Instagram.
Iron Man Navarro?
Eddie?
No, he was like one of the first guys ever...
Right.
Adam, was it? Adam? Adam maybe something. I'm sure he got to like purple belt. He was at the Riverside gym.
I know, I can't remember who was on that card. Yeah, I know who was on that card. I just can't remember who the fuck it was, man.
I've got him on my...
Viking, no?
As well.
Viking, no?
Nick, that's what his name.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's doing really well.
That's what I'm saying. He's doing well in MMA.
He was with. He stayed out with Dwayne in Colorado for.
That's right.
The last few couple years.
Ludwig.
Eddie Lopez was out there for a little bit.
Right,
then came back and went over to Pico Graham shop. I mean, TJ Dillashaw.
Training lab.
Yeah, so he was over there at training lab, Pico Lab.
Fucking
and Pico
bad.
And Pico Rivera.
Hi.
No, I'm just kidding. Everyone does steroids. You know.
Fuck that. That's crazy, man.
Everybody is on the sauce.
Crazy, man.
But yeah,
Busted.
so he's over there. Man, Team Alpha Male is doing backflips. Dude. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. I honestly don't think Cody No Love is even that great, but he is a good fighter. But I think at any given day, TJ would just still mop him up. It's just that style versus style, I think.
The problem for me with that fight was that the two fights after it, he showed his absolute stupidity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you've just been knocked out in your last fight. Why are you getting a coin toss? You know what I mean? He's if somebody tags him at all, we just say, like, let's throw down.
Yeah.
You just swing, flipping a coin. You know,
See, if you
that's
watch
no
all his
technique.
pro
That's just
fights,
going
I think he
crazy.
was 9-0 or something.
I just by doing that to people.
And you watch all his pro fights, he won them all with the same thing. They were all like, the majority of them were first round.
Scraps.
They were all like,
Boom,
left,
boom, boom,
right.
boom, boom,
It was
boom,
all
yeah.
just like fucking, and he would knock everyone out. Like, I'm sure he got to 9-0 before joining UFC. And the same thing, like, he kept doing it to guys in the UFC as well. And
You're gonna hit a wall eventually.
That's right.
You see the video of Mark Ewan sleeping that boy?
Aye.
Fucking, that's what it was. He's fighting a Russian boy, one of our teammates, and
He looked like Khabib, that boy.
he looked the fight. It was huge. This guy, big Russian, just running at him angry, and he just fucking, he was bombing on him like, and Mark was just covering up, rolling with punches, and he just fucking, he managed to turn the guy's back to the cage, cracks him out. He's like, boom, right hook, just nice and slick, right in the button. Put the boy slept in 1 minute. You know what I mean? It was cool. Like, he's a talented kid, him, man. He's going to do really well. A boy for the Irwin, man. He's good. He's good. He's just still fighting amateur, but he's like pro level skill. You know.
Yeah. Definitely good level pro. You know what I mean? Like, legit.
Yeah, I don't see the difference between amateur and pro.
The amateurs are good now, man.
That shit pisses me off. That shit is so. That's pissed me off for the last fucking my whole life. It's like there's no reason. Like, a fight's a fight. You should be getting paid.
Yeah. You mean with the money wise? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
because amateurs in America don't get paid nothing.
Nothing.
See,
your amateurs get paid okay.
Still get paid like $200-300 quid, and you get maybe a ticket deal, or even like they'll get 150 quid.
Right.
And maybe.
Man, I made some good money as an amateur.
Well, you'll get the ticket sale. But that's your ticket sale. You know what I mean? If you can't sell, what if you can't sell tickets?
Remember I fought in that Headhunters tournament. I made like 1,300. I got to submit. I won £1,000. I won 2 sub of the night bonuses, and I got ticket money. And then when I fought in that, it was like 1350 I got as an amateur. But one of the guys was pro. He was like fucking 3-0 pro at the time, you know. He was trying to fake it. He came from Poland, like pretending he was an amateur. He was actually a pro fighter. I fucking done him with a darsh in a minute. I want that fucking on. I want that on record, man. I want that on my pro record. Do you know what I mean? The guy was 3-0 pro at the time. I fought him as a fucking amateur and subbed him in a minute.
I want that.
Sneaky motherfucker. Aye.
Oh, motherfucker.
It lasted a minute anyway. You got a KFC. That's me and Stevie seen him.
In the final.
Aye. Stevie Loy.
Stephen Loy, aye.
Stephen Loy in the final. I triangled him. That was good.
Fight.
That was a good fight. I didn't get him to the third.
A lot of cage work in it.
I was using the cage. Do you know, I just wanted to win that fight really bad, man. I just really wanted to win that fight, and
he
I
was the
thought
jiu-jitsu coach as well. You were kind of.
That's right.
You were worried about it.
Aye, because he dropped for welter too. So he was a big dude.
Aye.
And he smashed John Black. He beat the shit out of John Black. He
leg kicked him to death.
It was the first time I think John Black had fought a Muay Thai style striker. So because it was southpaw versus southpaw, the leg kicks there, and he's just chopping on that leg, and that guy stood in a boxer stance, John Black. So he just got that. Bad. He just got the leg ate up, and so I was like, oh, you're fucking. That John Black was really good at the time, but Stevie Lloyd just wiped him out in like a round and a half or so on the leg kicks, and it was like the guy couldn't do any more, and he was known for being like really tough. So I thought that's going to be a tough fight. So I just thought to myself, man, I'm not even going to. My mind worked really well in that fight. I was just going to stay rangy, just hit him at range, and every time he closed the distance, I would beat him to the close and get underhooks. The minute I got underhooks, I'd push him against the cage. And I was like, nah, I'm just going to control the cage here, because I knew I could win those exchanges. I just figured I'm pretty good against the cage. Even though I can't wrestle open mat, my wrestling against the cage is really good.
Clinch stuff.
Aye, so I had him kind of pinned there, and then I would just separate strike, attack for submissions, stuff like that from there. And you know, he wasn't in control he never got any control at all. He never landed a strike, or he had any control in the first 2 rounds. And about 1 minute into the third round, the first bit of control he defended a guillotine I had, and he slammed me off it. And the first bit of control that he had cost him the fight. The first punch he threw that nearly hit me cost him the fight. You know, he landed the fucking. He peeled me off the guillotine, slammed me off it. And then he stood, he went for his first punch, slipped a triangle on. And it was the first fucking punch he even got close to my face, and I triangled him. I was like, that'll do. You know?
You've always got to be wary of that when you're in the guard and you're trying to posture up and punch.
You miss with that punch.
Good at triangles, you know what I mean?
You miss with that punch,
especially if you've got a wrist controller in that another arm, boom, it's gone.
Unless you're fighting fucking Calum, you triangle him and he just goes. You can't actually triangle him. I tell everybody, like, see, I actually forgot to tell you that, but see, when I do these necktie seminars I've been doing, I always start by saying, like, the only reason I fucking got good at fucking choking people is because Callum's got the freakiest fucking neck defense ever. So all the years we've been training together, right. I'm trying to choke him. And it like fucking doesn't tap to pretty much anything. So because his choke defense is so good, my choke offense got really fucking good just to get there, and I still can't get him. Look at the size of that big neck, man. It's wider than his head. It's actually wider than his head, his neck.
Big chin helps too, though.
It's fucked up. And he tucks your chin and you can't choke him. Remember in Aiden Stephen fought you the second time, he had you like in the rear naked choke, and I can remember him just being like, what the fuck? He was just like, what? Callum's just got the neck choke. I mean, he positionally was dominating him. Do you know what I mean? He was positionally dominating him, but when any time he got a submission, I think he was just like, what's the fucking point here? Because I'm not. He had him in some deep chokes. You know what I mean?
He was on my back, and he was like. It was.
What's the point?
He just kept going for it. He was keep going with the rear naked, and I think he had like a couple of different chokes. That he told me, he says at the end of the third round, basically, he was still on my back trying to choke me, and he just like, fuck, what's the? No, he actually said in the fight, he was like, why are we even doing this? He actually said that because it was the second time I'd fought him as well.
Ken Skinner.
And I was like, so I fought him 2011. I fought him, right, and I think I'd won like 3 fights or something, and I just beat Paul Lopez, and I thought, I'd never heard of him, Aiden Stephen at the time, and I just kind of taken him lightly and went in and fought, and I got beat. I was like, shit. So then I came back, and then I won like 5 on the bounce, you know what I mean? Then I was like, some good wins, some good fighters I'd beat. So I'm like, gets another shot at him again. This time it was for like basically the under 66, like 145 amateur title in Scotland. So it was Mop was fighting for the under 70 belt. So it was kind of like to confirm who was the best featherweight amateur.
Featherweight and lightweight, and we both got our asses kicked. We both got fucking legs. We sold about 400 tickets between us.
Basically, they both fucking
half a click Manninshire was there, man, and we fucking got done.
We've both been done fucking twice with them.
Oh, it was fucked up actually. Aye, man, that was actually quite funny, man. It was funny. We both tried, you know what I mean? Tried our best. I loss doesn't fucking define you or nothing, man. It doesn't set you back. It's you need the losses.
For sure, you can't win them all, man.
You need the losses to give you the fire. You need the losses to fucking.
Aiden's see like
He's going for that Cage Warriors title, man.
He's got, he is 100%.
He's going for that Cage Warriors title, man.
He's basically, I think he was like 5-0.
He's like a fight off or something.
And then got signed to Cage Warriors. He's won like.
And he's fighting busy again like he used to.
Good guys.
That's the thing I always used to respect about Aiden, man. Was see activity.
When I fought,
he was fighting fucking Thai.
Really strong too. Deceiving, he doesn't look strong, like, but he's deceivingly really strong.
Aye.
And
man,
his cardio can go for days as well. He's got crazy cardio.
He was fighting like kickboxing one week, boxing the next week. Yeah, he was fighting fucking grappling, doing every grappling tournament you could get. He was fucking doing everything. MMA, like
he fought MMA in Dunfermline, right? He went for a night out on the Friday night. And then SFC was the next night.
I started even doing shit like that.
Was looking for an opponent. Like Adam Stevenson's coach.
Went the distance,
coach, and he was like a professional MMA fighter, like fucking 12.
Aiden was still an amateur fighter, much later.
He was still an amateur, but he's like, yeah, I'm going to fight him at K1. So he'd been fighting MMA on the Friday night. He went out, got smashed on the drink, and then fucking went out, and then came the next day, rough as fuck, into Stirling. And I was speaking to him, I was like, he just went.
Probably at the grappling tournament.
I says, oh, you fight last night? He goes, oh, I'm rough as fuck, man. I'm not looking forward to this fight with Adam. And I was like, what are you doing it for? He goes, oh, I just felt like doing it. He says, but he fucking weighed in at like 73. I was 66. And I was like, if we haven't been about 7 kilos or something like that.
Man, he competed regular, like and it wasn't like he would take like 1-2 day fights against guys that had crazy records. You know what I mean? Like I remember there was that guy for he was like 6-0 or 7-0 or something. At the time he was like maybe one of the best amateur fighters. Aiden's like, I'll take the fight. He jumped down and beat him like real quick. It was just the first round, ground and pound, submitted him.
He would just fight boxing,
game as fuck, just real game, man.
MMA, anything, jiu-jitsu comps, he just jump in anything.
A lot of the boys up there are like that though, man. A lot of the boys that go up there, they're like, because they've not really got much else up there, and it's so hard for them to get the training that, you know, they're a real tight crew and they train hard together and stuff like that, and because it's like, fuck, they probably don't get the credit, or they don't have as many bodies as like most other clubs, you know what I mean? So they make the most of what they've got. That's quite cool, man. Yeah. You can find that, you know, you find a lot of guys that are like, oh, how did he get good at jiu-jitsu? But and maybe they just, the wee bits of information they get, they fucking get them down. That's it. Like, fuck. I mean, when you think about your A game.
That's how it was forever out here.
That's good what you do. You develop a game, basically. You develop what works for you, and you just drill it and use it, and then you can drill that one technique can basically work for you all the time, rather than all these different techniques that really work for you. Just
and you go through stages. You go through stages where something's like your ace card. You know what I mean? Right. I had like it with my armbar for a while. It was like my ace card. Then I went for a wee stage. Dash chokes.
Head and arm stuff's your ace card. Then head and arm chokes.
See the stuff I've not showed a lot of is my leg stuff, man.
All that shit.
Like most time I get in a leg lock tournament. You know, I do damage to people. You know, I've only ever been tapped with a leg lock once in competition whatsoever, and it was a new entry. Jordan Cooper. I used the same entry to win Naga the first time. So you know, I learnt fit, and nobody gets me near my legs, man. I keep one, like even in rolling and stuff like that. Like I couldn't tell you any guys that are leg lock guys that have. Big Gregor's was probably the most dangerous guy that I trained with leg locks fairly recently. He was real good. And Craig Jones, when he was at the grip, he didn't really go for legs. I think he was like trying to show everybody, no, I can do upper body stuff too. You know what I mean? Like he was letting everybody know, you know, he could do a bit of that, because he didn't really seem to be diving on many people's legs. But aye, man, I think I'll get to show some more of that game soon. That'd be cool. But I just keep a simple strategy. I'm just like, enter safe. You know, enter safe. Keep your legs safe. Enter, and if you're not safe, exit. Yeah, you know, just basic jiu-jitsu principles.
In out.
Yeah, and don't hang about there. Don't get in these 50-50 entanglements where there's a chance you're in danger. There's like legs is a real unique thing that you can actually attack. It's a free attack. There's no downside to the attack, and you know you can exit safely almost all the time. Right. You know, I mean, I'm going by the level of guys that I've trained with legs. I'm sure there's going to be guys that. You just get in a fucking
battle,
any kind of close battle, you're going to get in real trouble. You know, I'm sure guys like Gary Tonin, fucking Eddie Wolverine, because Stevie Rain that said about them that they were like freakishly fucking good at the leg attack stuff. But that game's developing all the time as well, man. Just like everything. You know?
Once you understand it and see it, you see it coming. So now you have a higher chance of fucking avoiding it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or even long as you have your escapes, and you know, there's only it's all about the entry. Everything's the same. Yeah. You know, the finishing fucking moves the same. You know what I mean?
Same mechanics always,
It's always the same mechanics. It's just the entry. You know what I mean? How creative can you get?
Aye. And guys are getting more.
Countering. Yeah. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, there's a lot. It's evolving. MMA's evolving. Everything's evolving. Yeah. Dude. It's crazy.
Jiu-jitsu is awesome for it, man.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop.
The way it's going, it seems to be speeding up. Definitely, I've noticed a big difference in this country with jiu-jitsu. It's starting to get much better. The guys are starting to compete more. But we're a fighting nation too, and anything that involves fighting, people are going to get interested.
Yeah.
And that's where I think more people like in Scotland should get into combat sports if they start introducing it in school, stuff like that. Maybe no with striking in it, maybe they can hit pads, but definitely I don't like
wrestling.
Guys. But man, if we had wrestling, it would be perfect.
Yeah,
because if you've got all that angry energy, do you know what I mean? Like when I remember when I was a wee guy, I would used to wrestle my fucking friends. You know what I mean? I would just be wrestling my friends. Anybody would want to wrestle with me when I was a wee boy, I would wrestle with them. Like honestly, man, if you could literally, I'm sure probably guys from my primary school are still on my Facebook, they'll just remember me I'd go into their house and just fucking try and wrestle with them. You know what I mean? Anybody just let's wrestle. I'd hit them with a fucking steel chair if they wouldn't wrestle with me. Do you know what I mean? I'd been watching WWE and that's all I wanted to do was wrestle with people. Yep. Even like Barry and Stevie, they didn't want to wrestle with me because they're just a pest. I just wanted to wrestle with everybody. And see, even at school, like at primary school, if I was wrestling with somebody, I'd always be able to just fucking get them in a headlock. I had this move where I'd get the headlock and trip them and fling them down if I was wrestling. But it was always the wrestling part I enjoyed, actually. Like I didn't actually enjoy, because I felt like I had to dislike somebody to beat the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Like to punch them in the face, but I felt like if I just wrestle, it's like it's just competitive. It's getting my competitive spirit out. Like we don't need to not be friends.
Mind the first time we ever wrestled was at Kim Gilbeer's house. That was class. We were at school together, but we never we weren't like.
You respect somebody totally, man, because probably even back then I was a bit of a psycho back then, and Calum was a bit of a nicer guy. But because fucking we had that wee wrestle, and I was like, it was like 50-50, you know.
In that mind, he was like this fucking maniac at the time. You know what I mean? He was fucking hiding in bushes, fucking with samurai swords.
I had fucking samurai swords and shit in it. I was like fucking cuckoo, do you know what I mean?
And so we're like fucking wrestling a bit, just as mates, like we just start fucking wrestling
like play fighting.
Play fighting a bit. You know what I mean? I mind fucking getting, I was quite strong, I was doing quite good in that, the fucking two of us, and I mind him saying, like, you're fucking, you got weird strength for that.
You're quite wiry. You're quite wiry.
You did the same thing as Joe says, do you fuck's sake, Mom, you're fucking wiry, you know?
Aye.
So you shouldn't take shit of folk that, you should
That's right,
aye. You basically said the same thing. He's like, fucking, you're strong, like, I'm strong, you're saying, I'm strong and wiry, but you're fucking wiry too. I fucking thought, I always thought I was wiry and strong, but
and somebody tells you, you're like, oh fuck, maybe I'm wiry.
But I was actually just that skinny wee sort of.
But sometimes you get skinny guys that are strong, do you know what I mean?
I was quite strong, I was quite strong.
Aye, like naturally. But man, fuck it. If I'd found something like that when I was younger, like I loved it. You know, I was like literally trying to get guys that were resistant into the sharpshooter. You know what I mean? So I was used to trying to wrestle with my friends and get them in the sharpshooter, and they were trying to stop me for getting them in the sharpshooter. You know what I mean? And fucking
Boston crab.
Like so you have to be able to manipulate bodies quite like well at that age to actually get a guy in the sharpshooter that doesn't want you to put them there. You know, that was my idea of fun when I was weird going into my friend's house. Be like, come on, you play wrestling, I'll go one after the other with you. You know what I mean? Like,
we used to do the same thing. We had the whole neighborhood. We had like right underneath the stair. We had a huge like square area, and then it went into the living room, right? So the ring was the square area, you know what I mean? We would have like these we'd have these ultimate like walk-ins. You would take the boogie board off the fucking stairs.
Like entrance music,
intro
music, you know what I mean? Oh man, it was good times.
We were the same. We used to have that. Like, my mum would say it would be like my birthday or something. Actually, that you can have five friends around to stay tonight, and we'd all get to sleep downstairs in the living room. You know, we'd all have our sleeping bags, sleep in the living room. Like that was it was actually Matt Evans. He was one of the. It's like Matt Evans. I was good mates with him at the primary school, and he'd come round and we'd all have like, and Lewis McNeil and that, and we'd actually just have like a fighting competition, just wrestling, and you'd hear my mum banging like, Calum, cut the noise. It was like bang, banging into the table, and the telly's like fucking shaking and that, fucking headlock,
going for
it. That's
good shit.
That's some mad shit, man.
Yeah, man. One time I was in fifth grade. And I put my teacher in a headlock. I straight put that bitch in a headlock. I was so mad at her, dude. I jumped up and said, just like, take this, bitch. Yeah, and I got suspended. I think my first time I got suspended was in third grade. I fucking jumped over the fence. I went to the Circle K. I stole a bunch of fucking sunflower seeds and Nowlinators. You know what I mean? Those little hard Nowlinators, right? I come back. I got my homie Jason. He's like a handicapped kid. He's got like these little these plastic shins. I don't know what the fuck they were, but like plastic shins.
people for fucking
I don't
nothing.
fucking know, but like
Kicking walls and shit.
I don't know. He just had plastic shins, and like he like walked like Forrest Gump, and like fucking we had to hop the fence, dog. It's like fuck. Okay, we gotta hop the fence. Hurry up, fool. And then there's.
He's fucking shit.
He's tripping. Right, we gotta like push him over the fucking fence. So like there's class going on, the 6th grade class, and my brother's in the 6th grade class.
Fuck.
And it's PE. They're outside running the track. Here comes my fucking brother and his homie Kirk, and they're like, "What are you guys doing?"
What the fuck, Jeremy? Get over here now.
We're like, "Shut up, fool." He's like, "Miss Hendricks, fucking ditched you." He's
telling
this
you.
shit. He's like,
Telling mom.
Yeah, he's all, "Give me all your nominators. Give me your sunflower seeds that I won't tell." I'm like, "Fuck you." I was like, "You ain't getting shit, fool." He's like, "Miss
Try to baby
Hendricks."
him.
Yeah. Fuck, they're gonna take it all anyways. Got busted. Took me in. They took my motherfucking sunflower seeds. You know, like
What's it with Big Brother's trying to bribe you, man?
Right.
My big brother used to fucking Barry used to. He would get the stickers, the sticker album. He'd make a wee business out, so he'd make up these fucking paper packets. You'd get the sticker album, and the stickers, it would be like 50p for 10 stickers, right? But so he'd make up his own stickers to sell us, and be like, he'd have excess stickers. He'd be like, "Here, I can give you these stickers." Aye, it was always doublers, you know what I mean? So he's getting ready to punting his doublers to us, making his own packets and shit to sell us. It was
I
like,
used to get like 6 in the packet instead of 5.
aye, but it was ones that you didn't need, you know what I mean? It was like fucking, aye.
baseball card.
You there.
He'd be like, "Oh fuck, don't need, got, motherfucker,
God.
he's done us again." When he'd sell you that last packet, it would have maybe like 2 that you needed, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Then I'm
alright.
skipping down to the shop to get some sweets in.
Yeah.
Barry's like the junior entrepreneur when he's younger, man.
Fuck yeah. I was selling blow pops. Fucking dude, the blue one was 50
Aye.
cents, bro. You want the green apple? 25. Let's
Selling
get
it in.
razzle dazzle, man. Me balling, bro. You know what I mean?
It's funny how you get any shit like that when you're so young, man. Like one of my first ever fucking jobs was like selling fucking weed, right? So I was like, I sold weed for a guy. He's actually changed jiu-jitsu now. When I was like 14, 15 when I started running about with him. I better not say the name because it shit's still illegal out
This
here.
is a job.
Aye.
Did you pay taxes?
I definitely didn't pay taxes. But it was like before I was even, just like no long before I'd left school. So I didn't even have a job or that at this point. So I was just like fucking, but this guy, you couldn't get weed in Scotland at the time. So I was like, fucking hell, that's crazy. So I ended up running about with this dude, and he had like real contacts for weed. He got shitloads of it. And at the time, I was like, fuck it, I'll start getting some. I can't remember how he was going out with a girl that I knew or some shit, right? So I was like, I got friendly with him, and he's like, fucking. So I started punting for him about the area, and nobody could get the weed. So everybody's like fucking snapping up, like they're like, this guy can get weed because you could only get like you seen the brown soap bar stuff.
Right.
You could only get brown soap bar over here at the time, the resin and stuff. Resin and pollen, you couldn't get weed. So I was like the only guy kicking about this area that could get the weed.
Squidgy black.
Aye, it was
Like
shit. It was
Moroccan
bullshit.
tar.
It was like tar, man.
Yeah,
so
it
I was
looked
getting.
It literally was tar.
Actually,
Aye.
really nice smell it. It was quite potent. Like
fucking disgusting, man.
You used to roll. No, it was
Used to get a
actually.
5
you
bit.
used to roll it into a snake. A wee snake kind of just put it in the joint. You smoke
I
that,
thought-
that
I
shit
thought it was
fucked you
disgusting,
up.
Aye, my
man.
boys in Dublin, the boys
They
in
smoke
Dublin.
that?
Yeah, well,
Aye.
they said like a while back in the day they'd be like the Moroccans or whatever selling
Aye, the
hash
Moroccan
and shit, right?
squidgy
But-
black.
Yeah, the shit, but they'll use like tar,
Aye,
like real
yeah.
fucking tires and shit. Like they'll kind of like put anything in
Fucking
it,
anything.
anything. Yeah.
Nepalese temple ball. You ever heard of that? Nepalese temple ball.
Oh yeah.
Aye, so
Some
with,
bullshit.
with that dude, what had happened was I ended up taking all the customers. So people were like fucking getting angry. Like the older guys that were drug dealers were getting fucking angry. They were saying they were going to do this and that, blah blah blah. And I remember I was like one of the guys that was like saying he was going to do this and that. But I just phoned them and I was like, "Do you want to buy some weed?" So he'd been saying like, "I've got to stop selling weed," or he's going to do this and that. So I'd heard he'd been talking that shit about me, and I just phoned him and said, "Here, mate, I heard you want to buy some weed. It's me, it's Mop." And he's like, "All right." And then he fucking never said shit. So then I was like, nah, nobody's going to say nothing to me. I'll do what the fuck I want. If somebody's going to say anything, they better beat the shit out of me. You know what I mean? I didn't give a fuck. I was like, at the time I was watching too many gangster movies, you know? So I wasn't giving a fuck, for real. And aye, man, I ended up fucking, but I can't remember how I stopped doing that shit. I think I got my first job and I said, fuck this, I don't need it. I don't need to do this shit anymore. I got my first job and I was like, I don't need to do this shit anymore. Comet, I started
He used
working
to
it.
phone me. He'd always phone me out. And even at that point, like, we weren't that good mates. But he would just phone me randomly, and I'd be like, all right, man, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just in what are you doing? A shite. Every time he phoned me, I'd get a phone up him once every like 6 weeks.
I was buzzing. It was like £6 an hour to do a shite.
Just phone me.
First time getting paid and laying a log.
Just doing a shite. And I'm like, all right. It could
50% of your shift.
You were there for a while, weren't you?
Oh, I like a long shite. You know that stems for it, because when I was younger I used to fucking sit in the shitter for like an hour straight and I'd play with toy wrestlers. You know, I'd fucking have these toy wrestlers and I would just have them fighting each other all day, just fucking bashing the fucking. Then I would go get the tomato sauce, I'd pour fucking tomato sauce over their heads so it looked like they were bloody. You know what I mean? So the wee wrestlers are fighting.
You've never seen the function.
No, I was fucking nuts. I'd have them fighting I mean, like 1 full hour. People were like, get the fuck out the toilet. I'd be like, nah, I'm fucking, it's WrestleMania. It's fucking WrestleMania.
We used to do that with like G.I. Jones and shit.
Fuck. And then fucking that guy Undertaker set some shit on fire, right? So I was like, fucking hell. Like if you go into that bathroom up there, I went and I got the Undertaker and I'd got some polystyrene for a box. I've made the Undertaker do like a choke slam to the fucking right through the polystyrene, and I've went right okay then, and I went and got the fucking lighter and I said right, that new Undertaker's setting him a light. I set the polystyrene alight that I just put the Undertaker in, the whole fucking bath. And the bottom of the bath still to this day, it's got a big melted surface at the bottom, and fucking I put the whole bathroom was black. My whole face was black. So that polystyrene, when you light it lets off like a poisonous gas. I nearly fucking killed myself.
Yeah.
I was full black. My mum came in and the fucking full bathroom's black, and now it's like wallpaper. Do you know what I mean? So I'd fucking ruined everything. She was raging with me. She was so angry, man, and fucking I was like, she was like, you could have killed yourself with that fucking smoke. You know, she was actually alright about it considering what I'd done. My whole fucking face and everyone's black. I mean, fuck, I was just trying to have some fun with it. I'm just trying to have some fun.
Dinner table looking for the tomato sauce.
See, when I think back to that, how fucking shit that, like, imagine being my mum, and like your fucking son comes up. I don't know what age I was, like probably like 17. I'm only kidding. Like I was probably like 10 or something like that, right? But fucking turning up, like walking up to your mum, or maybe like 8. I think I'd be younger than that. Walking up to your mum though and being like, fucking, I've just lit the whole bathroom in fire and melted the bath, and my whole fucking face is black. You'd be thinking, what the fuck did I do wrong as a mother? You know what I mean? What the fuck did I do wrong? End up this cunt turning up fully, black to face.
I don't know. I would actually be like happy. You know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, my son's a badass. Lighting shit on fire. So it's like, fuck, you know, he ain't playing with fucking flowers. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah. Fuck.
Owen lights some shit on fire. I'm like, fuck yeah.
My little brother, he was the same. See, when we were small, he watched it in an Emma Bunton music video where she like keeps the bath running right until it goes right up over the bath, and it's like, and the whole bathroom just fills up with water, and she's swimming about. So my brother was only like fucking, I don't know, like 6 or something like that, and thought like fucking obviously that was work. He was into this music video, Emma Bunton video, and he's like, fuck it, he just turns the bath on and the bath water's got the plug in, the bath water starts pouring on. Next thing the kitchen fucking ceiling just starts coming down. And the man's going, what's going on? You the bathroom door shut, fucking just soaking.
He's like, fuck.
The fucking mom's going, what's going on? He's like, oh, I'm trying to make it like that music video.
Oh,
like,
fuck.
Oh my God.
To get like a new ceiling put in.
It's funny it's funny stuff like that, because it's like you forget so many things like that, and they sort of things kind of shape you when you're growing up and you're like,
I burnt my homie's house down.
fuck. Oh
anyway,
man,
we were smoking weed, right?
Fucking
We were
hell.
smoking weed, and fucking, you know those crackhead lighters?
Aye.
Not a big, but it's those square ones.
Big long ones.
No, not the big, not the barbecue lighter, but almost kind of like this, but they're plastic.
Aye.
Yeah.
Like see-through plastic,
Yeah,
purple,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I know what you
green,
mean,
like
aye.
a crackhead.
Ones, aye.
Crackhead lighter, right?
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes the crackhead lighters, they the flint will go out.
Yeah.
But it'll have
Flint
gas.
breaks. It's
But it'll
got
have
gas.
gas. So this one has a flint with no gas.
Just load it with a
Right?
spark or
So you go,
something.
right? But remember, this one had no flint, right?
Yeah.
So that means the plastic pieces were up, right?
Oh, right.
So
That's right.
So when
It
we're
was right off, the flint was right off it.
we're smoking weed,
Aye.
and fucking next thing you know,
I know exactly what you mean.
right.
Aye.
So we throw the lighter on the bed,
Aye.
and we go downstairs, and didn't even realize the lighter was on fire.
Fucking
And
hell.
fucking
You just
caught
left
the
it.
bed, caught the bed, caught the whole fucking house on fire. The whole upstairs. We're downstairs. The Super Bowl's going on, and we're like, "What the fuck?" We beep beep. And we look up and there's fucking smoke. Holy shit, my homie's in a very big, nice house. And his parents are in Las Vegas.
Oh, no.
My buddy Rob. And we're like, oh, fuck. And we run upstairs as best as we possibly can. The shit's completely smoked the fuck out, dude. You know what I mean? So we tried to run up. We couldn't. We only got like halfway. So now we're like making decisions. What the fuck are we going to do?
Yeah.
He's got like a 64 convertible Cadillac in the fucking garage. Pearl white, 4-door, drop top. Just sick. It's his dad's baby, right?
Oh, no.
So it's like, fuck, we got to make a decision. Do we get the 50-inch TV or do we get the fucking the Cadillac?
Yeah.
So we just go straight to the Cadillac, dog. We pop the fucking brake. We roll that bitch out. You know what I mean? The fire's actually upstairs, so it's going to go into the garage quick. We got to get the car out. You know what I mean?
It's going to blow up if you don't. Aye.
Yeah, so, well, it's just going to melt to the ceiling. You know what I mean? So, like, fuck it. We don't want the fucking car up, so we fucking smash the car out and we run back in and we're like, get the fucking TV. And this is like with the big box 50-inch TV.
You're not getting that. You're not getting that.
And it's like, what else? Oh, you know, we didn't even think about, you know, the mom's jewelries and shit like that. The whole upstairs is engulfed in flames now, dog. Looking like the fucking Notre Dame and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, fucking like, what the fuck? So we run across the street and luckily I knew one of the neighbors, like, 2 houses up on the opposite side of the street. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking Rob's house is on fire. Fuck, call, da, 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 da. And here goes Rob fucking jamming down the street to the fucking fire department. And luckily, the fire department is actually down the hill to the right. And he goes there, and then here comes the fire department up. Boom, boom, boom. And we fucking have to call his parents now. And the house is completely burnt down. They're in Vegas.
That's not
Jeremy did it. Oh, dude. But luckily, my boy Rob, he took the blame. And then he's just like, calls his parents. Parents end up getting there in like 4.5 hours. Fucking, they had to
Imagine coming back to see that shit.
I know.
Driving back and
You'd be fucking gutting, eh?
ashes.
Man, I remember me and
It was hell.
I remember me and David Eady stole his mum's car. And we're like, fucking hell. He was on curfew at the time, you know, he had to be in for 6 o'clock. So he was like 16, he was getting his first driving lessons or something like that. And I was about 15, we were getting pished all day, you know, it was summer holidays, so we were still at school and shit. And he had been given like a thing for the police where you couldn't go out after a certain time, 8 o'clock.
Curfew or something.
Aye, but he's like, come see me, because so he went in and he said like, come back and see me in like 45 minutes, I'm going to jump out the window and we'll take my mum's car out for a drive. So we ended up fucking taking his mum's car out for a drive. I was like, that's cool, I got us a bottle of Mad Dog, we ended up having a bottle of Mad Dog between us, and fucking took his mum's car out, we were driving, he's just putting the foot down, he's only had like 3 driving lessons, you know what I mean? He gets to that roundabout up in Stirling and he just fucking boom, right through it. He forgets the roundabouts here and just went flying through it. Boom.
Was that you?
No, that was him.
You went to the roundabout as well.
Aye, that's when I lost my licence, was going round the roundabout the wrong way, drunk.
The wrong way, that's
but he was drunk, but he went through the roundabout and we landed in the field, and then he had to, but it was that call. He had to phone his mum and be like, and I think he was the same. He was like, oh, fucking Mop peer pressured me into it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's not even true. But he just was, I think he actually did do that. Because his mum and that fucking hated me after that. I'd known them my whole life since I was a wee guy. Right. And they fucking hated me after that. They were like, nah, that guy's fucking bad news, you know, because nobody wants to admit their son's just fucking is just mad and likes a bit of trouble. But they just thought, so he's just thought, it must be that Mop that's influenced him and that, you know what I mean? But that's just how people's minds work. You want to see the best in your own kids or whatever, you know what I mean? You're going to...
They had house insurance.
Exactly, there you go.
They were rebuilt.
You were alright.
He actually got like his little badass hidden room built inside his room.
So he done alright.
We made his house better.
Aye, exactly. You done him a good turn.
We did a good deal. That's a good deal.
Insurance fraud, basically.
Pretty much.
That's funny, man. Yeah. Should we wrap it at that? That's like 2 hours.
Yeah, 140.
All good.
All good.
Yeah. That was a good session, man.
Great,
fucking memory lane. Yeah. Jeremy, man, thanks very much for this. We've got the Jeremy Field Cinema. This will already have happened by the time this is done, so that's going to be cool as fuck. But Jeremy's got the fucking Amsterdam seminar coming up as well. That's at full camp next week, so Calum's going out to that. That's going to be shit hot. It's going to be some fucking big names out there putting it together again. You've been putting that together now for how many years? 3 years.
3 years now.
And it's just getting bigger and bigger.
We're putting the Dublin summer camp together this year as well.
Fuck, that's cool.
So we'll be in Dublin probably June, July.
Aye.
5 people.
That's it, man.
Yeah, throw those summer.
You're going to have to start calling Jay the middleman. Jay the middleman. He's fucking putting all the pieces together for everybody.
That's kind of what I've always labelled myself as, anyways.
Aye.
Putting the pieces together.
Well, that's the saying, isn't it? The fucking that a good business is being a good middleman.
Exactly.
That's I can't remember who said it, but it's definitely a saying.
Yeah, it's definitely a saying. And
It's on an old mafia movie. One of the old mafia movies. It says that a good business is being a good middleman.
Right. For sure. Cool. Well, you got to make everyone happy.
Yeah, that's it.
And you are the middleman. You're the breach between them two. If the deal goes bad, it's on you anyways.
100%. You're putting your reputation for everything, and that's it. Yeah. And you can't do that unless you've got the respect.
Yeah.
It works well.
Yeah.
But aye, man. That's been a cool podcast, definitely.
Sweet.
Let's wrap it.
All right, man.
Thanks again. Peace out.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Wrap it up.